This is Radio Depaul, WRDP,
So, man, I go by the name of Young
Chicago.
Texas, aka Mr. Green, Save It Dirty, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, hail from Killeen, Texas, you know, a little brief history, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm probably, like, one of the hardest dudes out of Texas just to be humble. you know what I'm saying? The Source, you know what I'm saying? The Source Unsigned Hype alumni. I did the Source in 2005, and the people that was in the Source with me that year was people like Bishop Lamont, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Dre's artist, and Terminology, signed with Static Selector, you know what I'm saying? So that's the Source Unsigned Hype class that I come from, class of 05, and I did a group deal with Scarface, my group Green City out of Texas. We did a group deal with Scarface.
Wow.
And you know what I'm saying, I worked, and we did an album. We dropped the album July 15th. The album's called Brand New Money. It's in stores nationwide, or actually worldwide. And I did a brief solo deal with DJ Clue in Desert Storm South.
Wow.
So yeah, man, I'm just out here on the grind, keeping it, you know what I'm saying, 100, and I'm doing it independent right now. I'm on State City Music, which is my label. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little brief, you know, background history on me, you know, what I've been doing.
I think that surpasses grind, man. That's on a whole new level.
Bananas. Hey, once you hear the name Scarface involved in anything,
Man, so let me ask you this. I guess just to start it off, how did you get all of that going?
Man, just grinding, man, in the streets, man, just really just putting my music out there for, you know, for people to hear, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even believe it. But, you know what I'm saying, my first big break, like I said, was in the Source Unsigned Hype in 2005. And all I did was just send my demo in like everybody else. And a lot of people think you got to know somebody or you got to pay, you know, somebody to do that type of thing or whatever. But I just sent my demo in and they liked it, you know what I'm saying? So that was my first big break as exposure. And then, you know what I'm saying, as far as Green City go and Scarface hearing about us, we've been putting it down on the Texas underground scene for a minute. And Scarface happened to be working out at the gym, the Rap-A-Lot gym, where a boxer who I went to high school with, you know what I'm saying, was in the gym boxing. And he actually boxes for Rap-A-Lot. James Prince is his manager. So he was working out to our music, and Scarface happened to be in the gym, and he heard the music playing. He's like, who that? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, that's Green City. Boom, boom, boom. And then, you know, from now on, it was history.
That's bananas.
Wow. Talk about just connecting
I mean,
at the right
ultimate
place.
legend from the South, Scarface. When he co-signs you, it's kind of a rap after that, man.
Man,
Yeah,
so
sure.
I guess to ask you, man, with everything you're doing, I read the MySpace, the track list, and all the people you work with. Where is there to go from here? I mean, are you trying to go commercial? Do you want to stay? Do you want to go independent? Like, where do you go from here?
Basically, man, I'm keeping it independent. Like I said, I'm running my own label. It's called State City Music, and I'm just really trying to, you know, take all the, you know, the networking and relationships that I've developed over the years, and I'm trying to further myself, and you know, in my career and landing my label deal. Really, I mean, the next place to go. I work with a lot of people, but you know, I haven't dropped my solo debut yet. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, you know, get my album together right now. It's, you know, I done got over 100 tracks recorded. You know what I'm saying? So. I'm working on my solo album, man. I'm trying to go ahead and you know, pop that solo career off officially. So,
Wow.
Let me ask you this. You said that you want to go independent. Can you explain to people, because we have a lot of aspiring artists who aren't sure whether they want to go independent or whether they want to go commercial or the logistics behind it. Can you explain? Hello?
Right.
yeah, I'm here.
Can you explain why you chose to stay independent?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's about my fan base. Like, mind you, like, we do, you know, in the South, it's a lot different from a lot of other markets. Like, we don't need no major label to come and develop me as an artist and tell me how to dress and how to walk and record. Like, I got my own, you know, my own label. I own my own studio. I got producers signed to me. Like, I'm pretty much a package ready to go. So for some artists, it might be better if a major come and help them if they don't got, like, some of the, you know, the fan base. Like, mind you, I've been on the underground and putting it down for over 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I got a pretty steady fan base, but some people who's new artists might need a major to help break them. You know what I'm saying? As far as wherever they at. But, I mean, as far as regional goes, like Southeast, Southwest, you know what I'm saying? And certain other areas, like I might have a steady fan base, which I want to capitalize on. So I'll take independent deal, which might be just distribution, and some upfront money to promote it, and I'll capitalize off that because you're going to make a lot more money being independent than you're going to make on a major.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, as far as a major, you might make 10 points, 100 points in a record. They might give you 5, 6 points if you're lucky, which is like 6 cents a record. You know what I'm saying? You go independent, you might make $3 or $4 a CD. You know what I'm saying? So it's the common math, common knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, man, with everything you have going on, you actually have producers signed to you. You have all of this going with your fan base. What made you sit down and think, man, I really want to get myself established as a label and as an entity before you really got into the game?
Well, I mean, I always been into the business aspect of it. Like from the start, like I had a manager. I always had, I had a manager who was working with me. You know what I'm saying? But I always like to handle my own business as well. Like I started pressing on my own CDs, selling them myself. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to take full advantage of my career and be involved with it hands on. Because if you're not involved in your career, you leave it up to other people. Nobody's really going to do it how you want it done. So you need to be 100% involved in your career to make sure it's going in the direction that you want it to go to. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a hands-on type of dude. And as far as the label, it just comes with the territory. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm spending my own money promoting, making T-shirts, making CDs, and, buying vehicles to promote in. And I got artists that rock with me, so I figure I might as well make it official because if you're not going to do something right, you might as well not do it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that, man. I heard that.
Now, what do you want as your legacy, Texxus? Like, what do you want? And at the end of the day, from both the business perspective and from like the artist perspective.
As far as the business perspective, of course, everybody wants to run a successful business. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not saying I want to make billions of dollars, or whatever. If I could make enough money, you know what I'm saying, to feed myself and the people who work with me, then I'm happy. As far as the aspect goes, but artistically, I want to transcend like all the the stigmas they got. People got against Southern artists and saying like, you know what I'm saying, Southern dudes can't spit, and it's all like the Soulja Boy type music and it's all that. And we can't hang with the the East Coast cats or whatever the the cliches may be. I just want to break all those cliches and be so far outside of the box that they can't really put me in a box. They just got to put me like, nah, he's a Texas artist, he's a South artist, he's a hip hop artist. Like, it don't matter where I'm from, it just matter I make good music. And I can just, I want to reach everybody from all over the nation, all over the world. So that's what I want to do.
Right. And you got over 100 records, you said, recorded for your first official release and everything. What do you think is going to be the thing in terms of either songs or basically the creative approach to your whole album that's really going to catch people off guard in terms of like your fan base now? Like, wow, I can't believe he went that route. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the thing that's going to catch people off guard the most is that I'm from the South and I make the kind of music that I do make because it's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like the Source, they compare me to Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I sound like Jay-Z, but like lyrically, they say I got a Southern Street mentality, sort of like Jay had, like on like a Reasonable Doubt and that type of thing. So I just like to bring that. I'm a big fan of the '90s golden age of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a big fan of today's version, you know what I'm saying? So like I draw my inspiration from from Outkast, early Outkast, UGK, Snoop, NWA, just the great music that we came up listening to. So I want to bring it back to that era, and nobody's really doing that type of stuff. So I want to bring it back to that era, that level of music and creativity. It's a couple artists that's doing it that I really enjoy, but for the most part, it's not really too much creativity going on. So
So with
concepts like Tupac, I don't even want to run on, but like I gotta say like Tupac, man, like Tupac. He made a song for every emotion, every occasion, any way that you could feel at any certain time. Tupac had a song for that. You know what I'm saying? You can always identify with it, and I really appreciate that type of stuff, man. So I want to do music like that, man. Timeless music.
Now, speaking of timeless music, like one of the biggest artists who's ever done it in hip hop co-signs you. So like, how with that coming about and everything, how has it been? I guess basically chopping back and forth with Face. Like
I mean, it's a big honor, and it's also like what I'm saying. It's also like a big. I wouldn't say it's an honor, and it